Don't pay a quarter, don't pay a dime, don't pay a penny, don't waste your time. If half a penny is all he asks, don't give him any. Lay off his tracks, my half a penny is what he'll say. Still a steep price, just walk away.
Good afternoon, Hate Nation. My name is Roy, the host of My Happiness and the host of these post-game pennies. The Heat lose against the New York Knicks. Cannot say that it was an unexpected loss, but still a very interesting game and a lot of things to comment. This one I actually took notes point for point, so I'm proud to kind of present this kind of new format of how I intend to present at least the post games parts, right? Okay. In any which case, I also had a marvelous opportunity yesterday to meet Andy Nichols from England, a huge fan, a fan since basically when the Heat was formed. So he has both the age, the experience, and the beauty on me. It's pleasant walking around him. Beautiful day in Miami, very humid. The sun not really forgiving. But at the end of the day, we talked about philosophy, we talked about life, we talked about the Heat. And when we said our farewells, we said, we're gonna watch the Miami Heat lose against the Knicks. Part jokingly, part as an anti-jinx, but also taking into consideration how the injuries. And at the time, we weren't sure whether or not Wiggins and Mitchell would be available. They're available. They were still questionable. Now, the game started. Finally, 6:15, 6:13, something like that. The game started with the same intensity it has been in the past few games. The Heat offense starting hot, and then all of a sudden, opponents start catching up, which is very different with different opponents. This one, a very worthy one, a very difficult one. However, even with the intensity, from the get-go, we saw the red flags. For example, Bam not being able to hit a rock from a boat into the ocean. And not mistaken, Powell was 1 for 3 at a time, and he ended up 1 for 8 in the first half. Hackes was getting his points, but at the same time, he gets paint blindness. Once that foot steps on the paint, he just has tunnel vision. The only thing he can see is the rim, and he often has tough shots, and he misses those tough shots as opposed to kicking out to an open person who could be taking those extra threes that we want so much to see. Now, Ware is carrying the team, seemingly scoring at will, mostly very well set up. The first half ends with the Knicks winning ahead by single digits after a very hard-fought first and second quarters, where both Mikal, Brunson hit threes that made my jaw clench instead of dropping. Yikes is right, Eric Reed. And the third quarter starts. We have a third quarter. That's almost always the case, and very often it's the third quarter. But as I said to Raph before the half started, I said Powell is going to get 3 triples, and Bam is going to score 10 plus. I was right on one of those accounts. Norm does gain traction. He scores 2 out of 3 right off the gate, and then Fontecchio happens. Oh, Fontecchio, ti voglio bene, mi amore. But boy, does it make Duncan Robinson look like an all-star. He does get fouled, for example, shooting a 3. He misses all of the 3 free throws. Weir does counterpunch with a triple, and what was once a 7-point lead gets cut down to 4. And several stretches throughout this game, I thought, even missing Hero, even missing Larson, even missing Jovic basically from the beginning of the season, we actually were fighting. We actually were putting that intensity out. Those last 7 minutes of the third quarter, they showed this back and forth that mostly got out of hand because of Brunson's and Hard's and Mikal's and Anunoby's efficiency overall shooting from 3. They got 20 or 21 triples. Eric Reed said 21, but I see 20. I'm going to put the numbers up. Somebody, obviously, Eric Reed knows more than I do. Down to a bit over a minute to end the third quarter. Kaz converts 2 points. Juice steals the ball. Seemingly is going to make it a Heat game, but we wasted a possession. Brunson is fouled on the other side. We end the quarter basically down 6. because Ancora Fontecchio, he misses twice and forced two field goals. The Knicks, continue the fight. Fontecchio turns it over. Drew manages to find Jaquez in the quarter. It was up 9, and then they go up 6 to end the third. And then the fourth quarter begins. The game at that point, not won, not lost. It's very open. Both sides battling. The Heat did not give up. Working with what they had, seeing some ridiculous plays by Brunson and Hart in the fourth, especially. Fourth started with a dogfight, ending in a Fontecchio, fouling OG, shooting a three. Spo challenges, loses the challenges. OG converts on three. Of course, now they're just racking up. The Knicks keep punching, and Fontecchio keeps trying, getting a chance to score 2 at the charity stripe, but again, missing 1. So that's 4 free throws out of 5 that Fontecchio misses. He immediately proceeds to turn the ball over. Now 11 down. Some fumbling by the Knicks. Hackett puts us down by 9. Knicks seemed like they would cough it up despite Fontecchio's second half and despite Powell's first. They turn the ball over. Bam's foul gets the point, but then the cow punches a triple. Bam misses 1. Brunson's missing 1 on the other end. And things looked again hopeful for the Heat, with Cat drawing a 5th foul. The Knicks challenge, and their challenge is actually successful. Cat retains does not have the foul. Knicks retain possession. Then, after that, a miraculous triple by Hart to make it an 11-point deficit to Miami. Norman Ware connect for a successful lob and stop the bleed for a second or two. Brunson missing, Heat getting fouled in the bonus. Game is now at a bit over 4 minutes to perish. The Heat down 9 and fighting. And I have to give him that. They never stop fighting. I've seen this intensity in the past 2 games. That signals a good thing. We don't know if had we had our players, if we would have played better, because we don't know if with a different lineup, different circumstances, same players would have given the same intensity. I can't criticize Fontecchio, but I cannot criticize his energy, at least. I can criticize his efficiency. So I have to give them that, right? They really fought for the entire game, basically into the last minute. Now, Powell turns the ball over. Knicks miss. Bam missed. Ware missed. Poe takes a timeout, and Ware comes back with a triple. 2 possessions away to turn the tide, but that was not to be. We're now down 3 at the bottom of the 3rd minute of the 4th quarter. Brunson picks his 5th foul. Hackett gets the point. We're so close. But the Knicks had a couple more triples to give. And they get to the 20th or 21st of the night. The game is still in reach at the bottom of the 2nd minute when Powell's timeout request was ignored. It was on the floor trying to take a timeout. People over him. The refs actually gave it a jump ball. We get the possession. Cat finally draws the 5th foul, and Jaquez misses both free throws. We're talking about 6 free throws already missed in the second half, and we lost by 7. Knicks make a 4-point lead become 7. Madison Square Garden erupts. They're now, screaming. Everything is good. They have the win. Powell now fouls Brunson. It is a flagrant foul. The lead extends to 10 with under 2 minutes. But then JJJ gets it to 10, and then Novi returns gets it to 8, and then Novi returns the favor. We're still 10. Mitchell gets a triple. We're now 7 points down with 33 seconds to go. But of course, a take foul. The game ends 125 to 132. 132 to the Knicks. We're now 15-14 in the season, and the Knicks recover from the loss against the 76ers on the 19th. Right? Now, our team had 86 field goal attempts, and we made 41. We had 35 3-point attempts, and we made 17. Now, they had 38 3-point attempts, only 3 more, and they converted at least 3 more because it's 20 or 21 times. Remember, we're going to put those numbers on the screen. We're going to see. And they shot 1 field goal to fewer, but converted 45 out of 41 times. So look at that. We shot 48% from 3, 48% from 3. I'm going to say 38 or 48%. 47% from the field. And the Knicks convert absurd 55% from the field and 52% from beyond the arc. Very difficult to win against any team that gets to those numbers. We out-rebound them by 9, 45 to 36, with 12 offensive rebounds versus 6 more offensive rebounds. We have 2 fewer assists, steals, and blocks, 26 to 28 assists, 5 to 7 steals, 1 to 3 blocks, and 1 fewer turnover. We win the battle with 11 to 12. Weir gets 23 points with another double-double. JJJ gets a stellar 23 points outing. And Norm, even though took some time, it did get to his 22 points. Whereas Weir and Mitchell were the only ones shooting over 50%, with Weir having actually shooting 5 out of 3 3-point. All starters but Powell finish with what I think is an incomprehensive minus. Somehow, for example, Fontecchio's minus is better than Weir's, which is why I'll never understand the stat, right? There's no way that Fontecchio impacted the game more than the guy that actually shot 11 out of 15 from the field. But yes, Fontecchio does have a lot of grit, and I can see that happening in certain intangibles. But still, I can't see that Fontecchio played better than Weir. Still, it was a tough loss. The schedule does not get any easier. Winning our next home game would do as well. But if my grandma had a yo-yo, she'll probably be my grandpa. So I don't know what's going to happen. What I do know is that we'd never know what if. I feel the team is improving, but I have to say this. Everybody expects Bam to be more aggressive, or wanted Bam to be more aggressive. I don't think anybody's really expecting that anymore. But everybody wanted Bam to be more aggressive. I just don't think that he has it in him. I think that he's going to sometimes provide us great nights offensively, and sometimes he's going to provide us exactly what he's been doing in the past 2-3 games. And that's a shame, because we obviously need a trade, and we obviously need someone who can score at will. Not only a point guard who legitimately can also score at will, but set up others, because David Mitchell is doing that job pretty well, in my opinion. But also, we need somebody that can help us. Not sure if that's going to happen this year. I think there's going to be a trade again, but not sure it's going to happen this year. In any case, let's see what happens. Again, pleasure meeting you, Andy Nichols. Truly was great meeting you. Hope we can do this again at some point. Hopefully over a beer and watching a game. I don't know if you drink, but stay safe, stay dry, stay warm, and stay as happy as possible in this very complicated world of ours. Let's go Heat.